The Power of Words, episode 2. I told you guys there may be a whole series in this. Oh, first, if you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Emily, otherwise known as Shamanism. You can call me just about anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Glad to have you here, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. It's good to have you. So in this Power of Words episode, as I mentioned in my last Power of Words video, which I will link at the end of this and you're interested in seeing that one about the phrase out of order, you can go and check out that at the end of this video. Meanwhile, this video is about another common phrase that I've heard a lot in my life, and I'd like to take a second to examine that. I wanted to talk about another common phrase that I've been hearing a lot, and I think that is said a lot in the collective, which doesn't get addressed maybe ever. So here's the phrase, I'm starving. In fact, some people have even turned it into comedy, where they're like, I'm starving, Marvin. Now, here's the thing. First of all, I am guilty of having said this in the past, obviously, or else I wouldn't be here bringing you this episode of The Power of Words with yours truly. The thing is, as you awaken, you understand the power of words. If you've watched my other Power of Words episodes, you're beginning to understand the power that words really have, the power of the spells that what we say are. I'm not sure if that was an English proper sentence, but you get the idea. And this episode is about I'm starving. Because here's the thing. What we know about repetition is that what we repeat stays with us. And that means that if you're consistently repeating the phrase, I'm starving, you are in essence, whether you like it or not, calling in or acknowledging the fact that you enjoy that feeling. The other side of that is the not sensitive side, the kind of cold and cruel side of that, which is why I also wanted to make this video. I personally feel that it's insensitive, kind of tone deaf, not kind of, very tone deaf, to say something like, I'm starving, when in fact in the world, people are indeed starving, and that it's not something that is funny. So as someone who aims to bring more love, light, joy, peace, and, not hunger, to bring satiety, wow, that's a word I never thought I'd say in a YouTube video, to bring having no one be hungry in the world, having there be eventual world peace, all of these harmonious things, being someone who works for those goals, it doesn't jive with me to say something like I'm starving. So this episode is just to catch your awareness, to say, hey, if you're someone who's been going around, and I understand, like I said, it's not that we do this from a place of thinking, oh, this is going to hurt someone. First reminder, there are people in the world who are genuinely starving, and it's no joke. And then part two is that you don't want to affirm and confirm for yourself that you enjoy being in that position. We are abundant, we are fruitful, we are wealthy in food. And quite honestly, many of us in the world are blessed to have abundance of food, abundance of money, abundance of shelter, and things around us. And not everyone has that blessing. So not to put a completely sobering spin on what is a very positive thing, the power of words, just an awareness, a wake up, a little knock knock, hello, hi, it's the fairy of consciousness to just remind you that everything you say, every little thing down to the tiny things is a spell. And if you don't want to project into the universe that you enjoy the suffering of others in the form of starving and you don't enjoy the feeling of hunger yourself, then I invite you to stop saying that phrase. Since I have become more conscious of the words that I say, and that applies to all arenas of my life, things really have been going better, in the sense of they're more calm. There's less of the insane peaks and valleys and a little more of a rivery flow to it. It's very, very wonderful and very welcome. The one other thing I want to add is that gratitude is what will change everything for you when it comes to the power of words, and actually everything in your life. And I have many, many videos on that, so feel free to peruse those as you wish. The key to all of this little mix in with the power of words and understanding their weight is if you complement gratitude with what you're saying, and your words are also used for gratitude, if you understand what I'm saying, if you are intentional with your words, and then you're also grateful, that power just cannot be understated, and you will become an unstoppable force. So understand that gratitude can take you absolutely everywhere. Also, just a reminder, if you did enjoy this episode and you want to see my other Power of Words videos, I will link some of those videos at the end of this one so that you can go and watch those if you are interested in other phrases and things that you might be saying that may not be affecting you positively. If you know anyone that this video would help, please do share it with them. Subscribe because it really helps me to get the messages out there to those people like you who need to hear them. And last but not least, if you, my beautiful spirit soul, need any support or health coaching, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at this email address, where it would be my pleasure to serve you in whatever way I can. Have a beautiful and a blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this, and I will see you, beautiful cats, in the next one. Namaste, much love, and stay healthy. Bye. But when in the fact, wow, that's a word I never thought I'd say in a YouTube video, that will never, probably, hopefully, reach an immovable object. Subscribe, as that really helps, like me, to get the messages like these out. Those, oh my God. So very glad to have you here. I'm a musician, an author, a gardener. What am I? I'm a musician, an author, a gardener. Oh my God. Comediazed it? I don't know what the phrase is, but anyways, I'm not sure if that was an English proper sentence. You get the idea. So, have a blessed day.